kind of nice that we all get an incentive of how we think this set is going to go. I think it's going to be a close one. I think this has potential to be a best game 5.
I think Árbol is definitely a very underrated player.
Definitely.
She has good results, especially online. She takes names sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's that's the strength of Sweden, right? Sweden has very good players overall, but their biggest strength is like the width of how many good players there are. And Árbol is one of those players that just kind of go unnoticed because even though they're really good, there's a lot of bigger names that like overshadow them. And I think that they can show up at an international event like this one with other Nordic players and just like make moves unexpectedly.
And considering also that she is playing in the strongest region in Sweden, which is Stockholm, she has practice partners like Rage and Schmixtape available to her at the locals when she needs it. So definitely good practice to have. And it comes with a lot of experience as well, having those reliable players in your region.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I think the amount of improvement potential that you have in Sweden, especially a place like Stockholm, is like, it's crazy.
Exactly.
And you can't really compare Sweden with other countries in Nordics just because of that simple fact that they have so many players. That are really good.
True. So many players.
We got one of those underrated kings right here with Sloborov, who beat Minimo at Smashburg Winter, I believe.
Banjo sweep right there. We're going into game number 1. As we said, it's gonna be the Sora versus the Daisy from Árbol.
Keep notice on how good DreeGon's punish game is, because that's going to be consequential for the entire set.
Yeah. All right, starting with the fire, trying to just take it a little bit slow, but there we see already the obstacle course is coming out. Can Árbol actually get through it, or is he going to stumble?
I like already how cautious DreeGon is when approaching, because we see when he doesn't get in with the initial hit, he just backs off. He doesn't want to take too much space, because he knows that can be detrimental when Daisy starts a combo game.
So you already see DreeGon is mostly going for like 3-hit combos, stuff like that, and that means Árbol doesn't need to be as scared to approach, because if DreeGon had the big 0 to death, you would need to play a lot more safe. Now you can be a bit more threatening in his face.
Yeah, it's definitely. I do like that DreeGon isn't going for anything overcomplicated. Like if you don't know the narrow loops, like if you're not fully consistent with them, it's better to just go for the bread and butters and keep your advantage instead of dropping the combo.
Right now, strong start for DreeGon.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. I think. Yeah, as I mentioned, it's either the walling out from the Sora or Daisy's going to get in and get the advantage. And we already see that it has led to 60%, but the walling out from DreeGon is just working so efficiently right now. And Árbol is struggling to get off the ledge. Oh no, that's an SD.
We see the counters coming out for DreeGon, trying to just catch that little hitbox that Peach sends out while recovering. I'm not sure if it will actually catch Daisy, it remains to be seen, but if DreeGon is going for it, he probably has some good thoughts behind it. I'm excited to see how that plays out later in the set. But right now, on the ledge, and the Thundaga as well, looking really rough to just get off the ledge and get back into neutral.
Sora as aggressive as he is when facing Riku in the games.
The problem with Sora is like his movement, right? Because like if your opponent is moving really fast and has like a lot of great movement, it can be hard to actually get in because you're like moving slowly and you're very floaty.
DreeGon isn't having a problem with that at all, though.
Árbol is just. I think that's a little bit of the issue with Daisy in this matchup. Might be that she's not that oppressive and she can't really get around that speed too well because she's floaty too and she's just trying to do the same thing that Sora is, but she doesn't have the discernment to actually contest. Yeah, no, I agree. It's definitely like fundamental skill because DreeGon was really good before his hiatus. So he beat like a lot of good international players. Like what's that little Mac called?
Blaster Z.
Blaster Z, one of the best little Macs, if not the best little Mac back in the day in Europe. And DreeGon took him out in tournament and had wins on Hope and Melee Megron and a lot of good players. So he's definitely not one to sleep on, even if he's just coming out of a long break.
This might be the big comeback arc. Oh my god.
Wow.
And
so
a very comfortable two-stock here to start off. And we saw it already, like, when Árbol was getting off stage, DreeGon was up in her face all the time. And we see that Daisy is struggling just to get in because this floaty area, like the threshold of where Daisy can logistically move, it's covered by Sora and the floaty double jump and just the floaty nature in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're very right, Joe, because one of the things Daisy and Peach in general want to do is that they want to float outside of your area of threat. Like your threat
Exactly.
bubble.
That's one of the
However,
biggest strengths.
The float, like Sora's aerials are so big, and because his jump immediately puts him in a like, pretty high spot, which makes it so that you can't really use like the full hop float. That works really well against a lot of characters in neutral. And Peach players want to use that movement, but I feel like the movement is almost a detriment for Árbol, personally.
No, I agree, for sure. And we also saw the counter coming into play at the end there. It didn't hit Peach. And that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, that's not going to hit Peach. But it didn't matter because the counter sends the opponent in this weird, like, I'm not sure what it is, but it sends them, it cancels their move and sends them into this weird state, which Árbol clearly was not ready for and just kind of drifted onto stage. And DreeGon was ready for it because, of course, DreeGon has seen this situation before. So just kind of forcing a situation that DreeGon is much more comfortable in than Árbol, because of course this is DreeGon's character.
Oh!
He knows how to play this character.
Did you guys hear
Árbol
that?
might not know the matchup as well.
Did you guys see that? We're getting the Palutena.
Palutena.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like the switch.
Yeah.
From a princess to a goddess.
Yeah,
Yeah, what
leveling
is,
up.
what is a princess to a goddess? I think,
Okay.
like, when it comes to movement, this makes much more sense. Palutena, much more grounded character, and can actually make stuff work.
You can
from the
contest Sora a
advantage.
lot, right? I think that's huge.
And the
Contesting Sora
teleport,
with
not
with
to mention.
Yeah, the recoveries as well, but contesting Sora with the back or with the dash tag, you have actual good disjoints and invulnerable parts of you that you can actually contest. Sora with good recovery there, going high, just like bait out the down smash a little early. That's the thing with these like teleport recoveries, is like it's really hard to actually punish them because you can't react to anything. You don't know where they are. You don't know where they're
No,
going.
exactly. Yeah.
So even though the timing isn't necessarily any harder to two frame, you just don't know where they are. So you have to guess. And
What
if
was
you
that
guess,
interaction?
yeah, I don't know. Sora, you don't see Soras a lot, especially not in these parts of the world. So
Yeah.
So it's fun to see these interactions that you don't normally see.
I have to say, Árbol looks much more comfortable already with the character counterpick.
you see
She
that
looks
recovery.
like the freedom of movement has just really helped her out, and Palutena seems like such a strong character to just try to contest. With, of course, the invulnerable moves, but the sharking there from DreeGon actually securing the first stock.
It was risky, but it also can be kind of hard to punish. If Vilm shielded there, what's the worst that's gonna happen, right? Maybe like a back air, maybe you're off stage again, but Sora isn't uncomfortable off stage. Sora is very comfortable on edge and off stage.
Best recovery in the game, of course. We see the F tilt there. Not gonna kill quite yet, but damage is building up a lot right now. Kind of frustrating for Árbol that she doesn't get the kill. Misses a grab there as well.
Okay, trying to get the extension on the platform. Nice, gets a few hits, just pushing his advantage. I think the pressure from DreeGon is good. Like, he knows how to keep his advantage when Vilm is on ledge. So he just kind of stays, gives the pressure without actually overcommitting. Uses the nairs, uses the forward airs to just kind of put on the pressure. And if Vilm actually dashes in, she will be caught up in a storm of that key sword.
One position that you have to avoid is being above Sora, though, because that range of the up air is so huge, which means that the juggle potential will be much bigger than it needs to be. So ideally for Árbol, she wants to stay grounded and get these nair combos, as we've seen the Palutenas do so efficiently so much.
Okay, nice up tilt on the platform. Ooh, and you see Árbol a little too comfortable trying to go to those platforms, trying to rush the landing instead of going to ledge or trying to just take it slow and mix up her options. She instead wants to get back so quickly, and DreeGon is so quick to call that out. Nice call out and good lead here.
Nice little conversion there. Gets the explosive flame twice, actually, with the last hitbox. Just trying to go for the edge guard here, but edge guarding a character like Sora, what can you do?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I love the patience from DreeGon here, right? DreeGon just wants to, off stage, he just wanted to slowly get back to ledge, and he doesn't want to rush it back to stage. He just takes his air dodge, and now you're at ledge, and that's fine. That's better than being juggled.
I think you're completely right, Varavi. The point about the patience, because when you play a character like Sora, like with the crazy punish game in general, a lot of lesser players would maybe want to fish for the bigger combos. But I feel like DreeGon is playing neutral very slow, methodical, noticing the habits that we see from Árbol in a lot of these disadvantaged positions. So beautiful stuff so far from DreeGon. Of course, last stock, anything can change right now.
Gets the
Anything
grab.
can change, but it's still one hit away, one good hit from DreeGon. And you saw he was so close with that down smash, so close with that up smash. This game was almost his a couple times, but now Vilm is definitely making a comeback.
Yeah, she's rocking it back right now, getting these advantages with the Palutena.
Oh my
Actually
god.
mashes out of the Blizzaga just in time, but DreeGon has it covered once again. And even though Árbol caught on much more during this set and or during this game and felt more comfortable with Palutena, DreeGon looked like he had control all the time. He always had the lead.
Yeah. But I definitely like this switch. I hope to see Árbol sticking with the Palu because it was working and it's a good counter pick. I think Palu is much stronger in the matchup.
Yeah.
It's much easier to play around the burst range and the combo starters of Sora.
I love the DreeGon Glizzy.
DreeGon Glizzy. Because the sponsor is on the wrong side, it's like
DreeGon
the DreeGon Glizzy.
DreeGon Glizzy.
Oh,
that's what you call the Sora sword.
Oh, but we do
don't
get a
Captain
switch.
Falcon.
Wow.
The Falcon is out.
This, I believe, is the main. They might be co-mains from the side of Árbol, but this is the character I see Árbol play the most, and this is the character I've seen Árbol make the most upsets with. So,
Exactly.
I mean, if this turns around in Arbol's favor right now, it's a good start for a reverse 3-0, right?
It would be. I think this is... If this is the most comfortable character Árbol has in her arsenal, she should stick to the Falcon because, of course, still an explosive character, and that might just be what you need, a bit of explosiveness to counter the very, very primitive and patient Sora that DreeGon is playing.
Primitive? That's so mean. This primitive Sora.
This dying Sora.
Caveman ass dog.
You get what I mean.
Yeah, I
My
know.
vocabulary is not extended.
It's a lot
It's
better
so
than mine.
fun. None of us here speak English as our first language.
None of us speak English at all.
None of us speak well at all.
Dinga-dinga-durgan.
Was that Icelandic?
It's,
Could've been.
I don't know, it sounds Nordic, if you're not from the Nordics.
Very true.
Oh!
That's the weakness that I think maybe was what was keeping Árbol from actually going Falcon early. Is
Yeah.
like you will get gimped, and you won't be able to edge guard, which is one of Falcon's stronger game states. Is just edge guard, and that's how you get your kills a lot of the time. So I think maybe that seems a little scary. The idea of it seems scary, but you can still get kills in other ways. And if you're able to acknowledge where your weaknesses are in this matchup, oh my god, what an air dodge call out!
Yes, so that is what DreeGon has been. As we've been talking about the entire set, DreeGon has been noticing the disadvantage habits. And saving that read until you can get a kill from it is so good.
Yeah, and I love it because DreeGon has constantly just been trying to juggle the affairs. Of course, as you do as Sora, but then finally just baiting out because, you know, she's been edge dodging, getting out of the juggle sometimes. And then when you call out, you've been saving it. It's not flubbed advantage states, it's just data. You're just collecting the data.
Going for the raw knee there, not really getting the spacing, but the uppie there from the approach on the shield from DreeGon. Árbol looking for every way to get in, but these uppies just aren't hitting at the moment.
Oh, and the ledge as well. Going for the Thunderdog and the jump up. Be a little bit of a miss input probably.
The wall jump try to get in, but the Blizzaga once again, the up tilt. And once again, you have Sora under you, and that's never comfortable. Just avoiding these uppies. What's... Oh, she didn't land on the platform.
Yeah. I do like the idea. Just trying to catch Sora in that. Maybe thinking there's a bit more lag than there is.
Yeah.
That's one of the hardest parts of Ultimate is playing against a character that you don't play against much and then going, I'm supposed to know how much lag every move has.
Yeah.
Like, how do I know what to punish or what not to punish? It's very hard. And
So we're arguing that Sora is potentially a matchup check.
I mean, every character is a
Exactly.
matchup check if you don't know matchup.
Oh,
It's
exactly.
like-
What I can see from the chat here that Sora's actually Vilm's biggest struggle matchup-wise.
Yeah.
No, I can definitely see it. And with the character pool, like, Palu does fine, I guess. But I can see both Falcon and Peach actually struggling quite a lot in those matchups.
I think one of the moves that Sora has that generally makes it pretty hard to have formulate a game plan mid-set is the neutral B. I mean, that move, it creates your breakfast, it does your laundry, it does everything for you. That move is so good. Because you've got 3 different projectiles, it's really, really good, and it's really hard to formulate a game plan around it unless you practice the matchup consistently. And Sora is kind of an unusual character.
Dorman, with your legs like that, can we go back to Dorman? With your jacket over, it looks like you have gigantic legs. With your
I just
arms.
don't skip leg day.
Damn! When sitting like that, goddamn.
Yeah, don't skip leg day.
But speaking of Sora, I do believe we're getting another Sora on stream right now because we're gonna have
Ooh.
we are gonna Marvin versus J-Bo.
No way,
Oh,
already?
that's fun. That's fun.
Ooh, I love
DK
that
versus Sora, bro.
Or Min Min.
No.
Or Min Min.
I think
Yeah.
the Min Min's gonna come out in this
If there's a
matchup.
time to take out the Min Min, surely
Yeah.
it's against
Yeah.
Sora.
It has to be. Because Min Min, of course, a very grounded character, very comfortable in that space where Sora wants to approach from the air, which is not always possible. Should we have a little winner's interview, maybe? DreeGon is just passing by. You want
We
to
can
come
do a winner's
say some
interview.
words on the
Just
mic?
hand off the mic.
Yeah.
So, DreeGon.
How's it feel to be back?
I mean, I came back because Smash is fun, so I'm having fun. I love the game.
That's good to
I
hear,
guess
man.
I'm out of the camera view.
Yeah, there you go.
Sit down and like
yeah,
this.
just sit down.
Boys.
All right.
Learning by doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, that
Let's
works,
go.
actually.
That's
that
perfect.
works.
I like your Sora.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been practicing quite a lot. Because
Is a Falco completely retired?
no, absolutely not. My plan is to co-main Falco and Sora, and I have
Right.
also been playing Falco since I've returned to competitive Smash.
Do you think there are similarities between Sora and Falco as characters?
A little bit, yeah, because both of them like really like to catch your opponents in the air, like bait air dodges
Yeah.
and just keep juggling them.
Juggles,
you know,
yeah.
like they just keep you in the air forever.
Yeah, we were
Uh,
talking about it with Peach, right?
yeah,
like
yeah.
that matchup must be rough for Peach because she wants to be in the air and then you just throw out the arrows and she is in the airspace that you want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
hit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How comfortable are you feeling for this LCQ? Do you think you can go all the way?
Oh, it's so stacked. I don't. No, I was just hoping to get like an actual set win. So I'm just I mean, unfortunately, you know, like my opponent just came running. You know, like I got all the warm up and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, in that SD at the end also was pretty unfortunate.
Yeah.
But still, it's still a set win, and I'm
True.
still glad about it. So. But yeah, no, I don't see myself winning this LCQ. I have to fight against I Refuse next, I think.
Yeah.
It's a decent matchup though, isn't it?
What?
Isn't that a decent matchup?
I
Sora
don't
versus
know
Sin?
actually. I've never really looked too much into matchups, but I think I'll still go Sora because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I usually do better with Sora and just camp Steve.
Yeah.
Counter the minecart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but Falco can actually shine the minecart away.
True.
Yeah, but like Shine just like leaves me open. It's like
True.
if I shine like a Steve that's ready for it, then I just die.
Yeah. And Steve's are ready for everything, man. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna wish you the best of luck against I Refuse
Thank you.
because as the first seed of the tournament, we know you're gonna need it, of course. But
I'm not expecting to win it. But I mean, who knows?
who
Yeah.
knows?
I mean, it's good to have you back, and good luck in the rest of bracket, DreeGon.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
that was DreeGon on the mic, and
Alright.
it's interesting.